When most people look at their Google Ads account, they actually look at the wrong numbers, and it is costing them clients. So, if you've ever judged the success of your campaigns by just clicks or impressions, you're not seeing the full picture. So, coming up in this video, I'm going to show you how to know for sure if your Google Ads campaign is actually working, the exact KPIs you should be looking at, and finally, what a great campaign can actually do for your business, like seriously grow it or even save it. The real measure of a good campaign isn't how it looks, it's whether or not it is helping you grow your business. So, not every campaign will follow a textbook formula. What matters is whether it's helping you hit your specific goals. So, if your goal is to bring in leads or phone calls and the campaign is doing that, then it is working. But if you're putting in the effort with your ads, spending the money, and still not getting results, then something is wrong and something isn't working the way it should. So let's reframe what working actually means. The real test isn't how much you spend or how many clicks or impressions you get, it's what you get back from the ad. So before you even start digging into the metrics, you've got to ask yourself one thing. What is your goal? Leads, booked calls, sales? Because success depends on your goals. So if your goal is to get leads, your campaign should be bringing in real qualified leads and not just traffic and clicks. Now, let's talk about what numbers you should actually be looking at and why. The top one, the biggest one, is your conversions. Are people filling out your form? Are they calling you? Are they buying your product? That's what really matters in your campaign. Up next is the conversion rate, or the CVR. This tells you how efficient your traffic is. Are your visitors taking action, or are they just bouncing? So if you have an above average conversion rate, that means you're hitting the right people with the right message. Next is the cost per conversion. This is how much you're paying to get one lead or customer. So you want this number to be healthy or at least profitable. So if you are paying $80 per lead, but your service only costs $60, that is not profitable and you'll want to bring that cost down. Next is your click-through rate, or the CTR. This measures how relevant your ads are. So a higher CTR usually means your ads are matching up with what people are searching for. And lastly, and another big one, is your return on ad spend, or ROAS. Are you actually making more money than what you're spending on the ads? Because ultimately, that's really all that matters. So a quick tip, it helps to look at a simple dashboard with all of these numbers side by side, which you can do in the overview or the campaign view in Google Ads. And that way you can quickly spot what's working and what's not. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see being made when people are looking at their campaign metrics is obsessing over clicks and impressions. These are nice to look at, but they don't pay the bills. It doesn't matter if people are seeing your ad and clicking on it if they don't take action. So don't get distracted by the vanity metrics. I would personally prefer to see a lower amount of impressions and clicks with a higher amount of quality conversions. And let's talk about the real impact a solid campaign can make. A campaign that works doesn't just look good on paper, it grows your business. So one client of mine was just about ready to call it quits with his towing business. He was spending a ton of money on his ads and his phone just was not ringing. And he did get sucked into these vanity metrics of trying to get as many impressions and clicks as possible, but they weren't converting. So after we revamped his campaigns and focused more on converting the clicks, everything changed. It booked him solid. Google Ads literally saved his business. This was 3 years ago now, and he is still going strong. And here's the truth. There is no one-size-fits-all strategy. So don't worry if your campaign doesn't look like someone else's. As long as it's getting you real results, that is a huge win. All right, so now you know what a successful Google Ads campaign looks like and what KPIs actually matter. But what if your numbers aren't looking so hot right now? Don't worry, I've got you. In this video right here, I break down exactly what to check and how to fix it when your Google Ads aren't working at all. So if your results are flatlining and you're just not seeing leads come in, that's the one to watch next.